Oh, I went away and now I'm back. Hey, good evening, everybody. I've got a good one for you this evening. It's by an author named Vera Agnes. I am weaving the tapestry of my life. I am spinning the threads of my past, the odd and knobbly strands, the smooth and soft ones. It's all flowing like silk through my hands once I sit down at the loom. Only when it all blends together, I can see the unfolding pattern I was blind to see before. When bits and pieces seemed like bitter blocks before, they now turn into a manifold ornament to enliven my life on a tapestry of experiences. The more I weave, the more I trust. Though sometimes I will bleed and blister, it is inherent to the weaver's work, and weave I must. My tapestry is unique, as is yours. Not better or worse, simply mine. And as my tapestry glows, so do I. I weave and I weep. I weave and I laugh. I weave in the darkness. I weave in the light. The weaving never ends. Welcome to Be in the Light. Hey, already saying hi. What's up, Tom? Jennifer McCormick. What's up? Carol, welcome to the show. I've heard some good news about you, Carol, and keep up the good work. Ms. Rose. I had such a good time on Friday's show with Jennifer. I always have a hoot. We play off each other pretty well. It was really, really fun. And her Embracing Infinity show is one of my favorite shows on the network. It really a great brain twister, and I always leave that show thinking. And strongly encourage you to check it out if you haven't already. And also coming up tonight will be Jennifer's show, The Love Show, and make sure you stick around for that. There she is, Miss Rose. Good to see you. Yes. Evelyn, sending you a good wave, girl. Been a pretty cool week. You know, I had, I told you over the last like 5 or 6 weeks, I had a couple of weeks of really kind of the world really giving me a test. And it was a good test actually. And you know, since I went out to the woods and like kind of reset and reintegrated everything, man, things have been flowing through in this really kind of amazing way. And I'm just on the let it flow zone, you know. But that's such a challenge for me because my professional mode wants to go, okay, get on it. And it just like the hands off approach is just really seeming to be working really great. And it's just so gratifying to like see the fruit starting to happen after so much time and effort and practice, and see it all kind of validating and coming to fruition a little bit. Really wonderful time. So as much as I shared the nasty times, I wanted to share the good ones too. Hey, Mary Jo, welcome. glad you're here tonight, man. We've got a really cool show tonight. I'm going to share some of the. I spent a long time trying to learn how to meditate, and I tried many, 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 many different methods. Some of them, with varying degrees of success. And I happened on this one book and found this series of exercises and just found it to be really great. It's where I first was able to get into blank space myself and start that whole journey. And so I'm really excited about sharing that with you. And we're gonna do something. Okay, let's see. Now let's just dive in. All right. So this is the book I was referencing. It's called A Bardon Companion by Ron Clark. And I know I've shared the Touch of Healing book with you about the Jinten Jitsu thing, and I always say, hey, if I could only take 2 books to a desert island for the rest of my life, this would be one of them, and this is the other book. It has the best exercises, and it's such an amazing flow, taking you from beginning step by step by step by step all the way through to the end. Some of the meditation exercises worth the price of the book just by themselves. But every chapter that builds on it, like the most amazing explanation of elemental energy I've ever encountered. It taught me a lot about my own astral projection and how to transmute your consciousness. The very first exercise in it is transmuting your consciousness to an inanimate object like a pencil or something. And wow, there's just really no way to describe that. But and then moving up to like the next thing up from inanimate objects for me were insects, and I picked 3 of them. I picked a bee, a wasp, and a bumblebee, a honeybee rather, a wasp and a bumblebee, and becoming those things and seeing like how they function in their collective and the things that are important to them. Like, wow, it's really it was really an education. Like the honeybees were all just kind of happy and just making honey and like doing sweet things and creating this little golden nectar. And the wasps were very martial, very like warlike, and let's attack and conquer. And the bumblebees were a trip as well. A really amazing exercise. The thing that you get in this book is he gives you like the description of what you're going to do, and then a series of mental exercises, which is always the place to start. Get yourself ready for that. And then a whole series of actual practical exercises. Thing about this book though is if you're going to get it, this is not a book where you just like jump ahead 2 or 3 chapters. It took me 2 years to get through this the very first time, and I've been through it a bunch. I don't think you could ever, like, every time you push your boundaries and push it out farther and farther and farther, and you get finished, you go, wow, okay, let's start again. And every time I start again and try to go through it, you come to all these, Vivian, man, hey, hello. I'm so happy to see you tonight. I'm glad you came to share. Yeah. So anyway, Ron Clark also has a whole ton of videos on YouTube that you could go scope out. Jumping ahead to chapters, you really like every single one of these, like you can't really go to the next one without kind of mastering um, the one before, the one you're working on. So, like, approaching this book is a really long range prospect, and it doesn't fully substitute for having a teacher, but if you're doing your own self initiation, your own self practice, your own self discovery, pretty cool way to roll for sure. Let's see. Andrea Morrison, good to see you. Welcome, Lou O'Connor. Yes, welcome. Natasha, good to see you. All right, let's jump right in. So the way this methodology is broken up into a number of different steps, I'm going to give you guys 3 of them tonight, and maybe we'll take a little second to try a little mini practice on them. And it's really a great way to learn to shut off the voice in your head that really is your ego, that's kind of blocking out your real objective voice that's really you. That's the hardest part of meditation. And that's what this very first exercise is designed to do. Well, okay. First one is designed for you to just sit in a quiet place and just watch yourself think. The second exercise is sitting in a quiet place and, out of watching yourself think, picking out one of those thoughts and following that thought to the exclusion of the other ones and seeing where that goes. And then the last one is about writing down to blank space. Welcome, Lisa. Yes. All right. So the very first exercise, sitting and watching yourself think. I thought that was, that's so easy, man. I'll be on to the second one before I know it. But I found as I sat there and started to try to watch myself think, everything shut off. Like it wouldn't think. Go ahead and think. Go ahead. I want to watch. And it was just like, what are you, crazy? I'm not thinking anything. And so that turned actually into maybe the most difficult of all 3 of those for me, to be honest with you. It took me a long time to shut off. I didn't really realize how much of my internal dialogue was just ego and other stuff rooting around there. And watching that work means you're separating your objective observer from the noise and the chatter in your mind. Oh, that in and of itself worth the price of the book, because that skill is the first step towards finding your real truth and not filtering things through your emotions. And like, oh man, it's really such an open door. So let's give that a shot for just a second, man. Let's go with me here on this. All right. Let's do 3 deep breaths. Just kind of get ready. Really relax, like shake it out. Inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale into the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. One more. Inhale. Exhale. All right, we're going to take 30 seconds or so. And I want you to just give it a try. Just sit there quietly and watch yourself think. $15. 30. We're going to go a few more. All right, 45. Take a nice deep breath. I know that's like boom. Yes, Lisa, a lot of people struggle, including it was a real struggle for me at first, too. And, that's kind of what these are designed for. If you'll actually sit down and just apply a little of energy to this, you'll find you'll make some progress pretty quickly. So, was anybody able to like scope it out? Was anything at all, or did it shut off? I'd love to hear what happened for you. All right. So, we're going to move on to the next one. Once you get used to just watching the collective thoughts and the different trains of thoughts that you have, once you get used to watching those, the next step is to grab on to one of those. Okay, like boom, that looks interesting right there. You actually grab onto that with your attention and your energy. Yes, good. Lisa said, wow, I noticed the difference immediately. Yes. All right. So, out of all of that, those different directions, different thoughts, random thoughts, intense thoughts, pick one of those out and try to just focus on that to the exclusion of everything else. All right. Don't expect yourself to like nail this the first time, but it's worth a go around. All right. And that the purpose of that is to be able to uh, select where you want your attention to go. The next step will be about turning your attention off, but the first step is being able to select what you want your attention to follow. All right, so we're going to take a couple deep breaths. We'll do 3 just because that's what we do. Inhale, exhale, nice and relaxed, no tension. Inhale and exhale. Let's release. Inhale, exhale. All right, here we go. Pick one out and follow it. $15. 30. 'And take a nice deep breath. If you got anything, let me know. Wow, Tanja, that's the whole point. Yes. Okay. Any success with that, Carol? Carol said, I wanted to see myself across the room thinking. That's an excellent thing to do on a whole lot of levels, because when you start like being able to see your aura, taking that attention at that point and going outside yourself and looking back at your own aura, one of the best things you can do for yourself. You can like read illnesses, you can read like where gook is, and it's really a great thing. So super good. Well, Tanja, that's what these absolute exercises are designed to help you do, man. And there's nothing better. There's no bigger gift you could give yourself than learning how to do this. Really, a good meditation practice. It lends health, mental health. It like does physical things to your body and brings you up to your full capacity. And it's a place where you can go, especially when we're going to talk about the blank space next, but it's a place where you can go to like check out of the whole cacophony and all of the like the matrix and all of the control and all of the insanity. And it's a really great place just to step back and be at the perfect center where that moment is absolute perfection. And that's where we're heading to go. Let's see here. Welcome, Irene. Yeah. Carol, good job. Katya, we'll be doing some readings here in a little bit. Okay. All right. So the last one is going down to blank space, and that's the place of no mind. You hear that in every spiritual discipline. It's the place where you shut all thoughts off. You find like the perfect center point in the entire universe. And when you're in blank space, when you've ridden down, you've been able to turn off your internal dialogue, you're aware but not evaluating or judging or thinking about actions. You're just right there observing. And your awareness in blank space, there's not really input coming in at that moment. Everything's in stillness. And on the physics science co-op side, blank space is in the quantum field. It's the superposition quantum field. That's the place where all manifestation begins. That's the place where like we're going to soon be able to travel different parts of the galaxy off of quantum particles and entanglement. And like all of this is just really coming to the forefront, and being able to go to blank space and access that place will be a really, really great skill in the next 3 to 5 years for sure. So strongly encourage you to get on that. And we're going to take a little practice on that right now. But okay, before we do this, there are a bunch of different ways to approach the whole blank space thing. The way I've kind of designed our little setup here is it's designed just to get you there for a few seconds. Like just, you're not breathing, you're holding your breath, you're just still, you're frozen, no thoughts. And the point to that is to energetically write a little groove that once you go there, okay, now I can go there more. Now I can go there more. And it's just like doing exercises or anything else. The more you work those muscles, the farther you can go. And when you can get to a place where you can stay in blank space as long as you want, that's the gold right there, man. That's the lottery. So there are a couple of ways. I like to use our little breathing methodology that we've been working every week. But there are also ways like you could take a word like your mind, your eyes are closed, and in your mind, you just see the big word stop. And you can just follow it down smaller and smaller and smaller until it disappears, and leave yourself in that space. Really great exercise. You can do that with a big ball of light and just kind of follow that down as well. I also have one where it's like, you know how a turbine sounds when it's like fully revved, right? And you hit the switch. Well, that turbine doesn't just turn off. It's like, slows down. I've used that a bunch. That used to be my favorite one, as a matter of fact, because you could just imagine your whole like metabolism, your mind, your breath, and then you're there. And really, really cool way to roll. All right, we're going to make some sacred space and do our little ride down to blank space. Always love this part. All right. With the radiant light of the source, we banish and clean this space. We make this place pure. With the brilliant, radiant light of the source, the true light, we banish and clean this space. We make this place pure. Wow, they're loud tonight. With the brilliant light of the source, we banish and clean this space. We make this place pure. We come together tonight in joy and gratitude to create our sacred circle, our sacred space, a place of safety, sanctuary, and light. We ask that our angels, guides, and allies be with us this evening, share their knowledge, their wisdom, and their love of the source. We ask that we have eyes to see, ears to hear, and the wisdom to know the difference. And the wisdom to understand, yes. Oh. And with absolute gratitude, for all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, infinite, unconditional love, and our wish for bliss with all you have to the source, we open our circle. All right. So for anyone new, glad you like them, Carol. They really do work. You know, the stuff I like do on this show is stuff out of my own cosmology that I practiced with for years and years and years. So I'm bringing you really road tested techniques, you know. There's no guarantee those work for everyone, but like having someone that's gone there and like walked that road, I think is always, actual experience always better than just reading the book. So we're going to ride down to blank space. What we're going to do is we are going to inhale really deeply. We're going to do 3 of these. I want you to use your solar plexus to draw on. All you have to do is just focus on that part of your anatomy and just draw in. You're going to draw in through your nose. You're going to take in bright golden source energy, healing and warm, and you're going to bring that up through your nose. Let it just completely infuse your whole body. If you have something specific, that's really what's up, True Colors. If you have something really specific that's you need some help with health wise, tune that with your intent before we take in that energy and send all of that right to that space. You really have the ability to send it wherever you want. All right. And then on the exhale, we're just going to be talking it down. Let your breath out really slowly. And as that's happening, just let your whole, like you're just turning off. and just follow my voice. And when I get down to the end, I'll say the word silence. And when I say silence, just freeze frame, just shh, no thought, hold your thoughts. You can do it for just a few seconds. Don't breathe, don't try to take in another breath. Just stay there like you're frozen. All right, we're going to do that. And we'll hold that for like 6, 8 seconds, okay? Then on the exhale, then on the third exhale, we're going to hold that for 30 seconds. If you can't, hold your breath that long, don't worry about that. Just come out of it and just take as shallow a breath as you can and try not to break that like stillness. It's hard to hold, but just keep going back. Like if you fall off, just stop. Stop. And just keep bringing it back. Keep bringing it back. Keep bringing it back. You have to do that less and less and less the more times you do it, okay? All right. And then from there, we're going to go into our little energy essential pack. All right. So here we go. Inhale. Use your solar plexus. Really stretch it out. Fill it up as much as you can. Bright gold. And release the noise, the chaos, the static of the world fading into the distance. No thoughts, no mind. Deeper silence. And inhale. Bright golden healing energy. Stretch it out. When you think you're full, pack a little more. And release. Sinking deeper, deeper into the stillness. No future, no past. Deeper silence. And last one, inhale, make a count. Feel that energy flowing through your whole body. And release. Stillness wraps its arms around you. No thoughts. Silence. $15. $30. Take a nice deep breath. Stay in that space. All right, I want you to bring yourself out in your mind. Use your imagination and create this space. You're floating perfectly relaxed on the surface of the ocean. Calm, warm, only it's not water. It's bright golden energy. You're just held aloft and relaxed calm. Your body doesn't look like your flesh body. It's in that shape, but you can see all the energy flowing, all the electrical connections. All right. Now, I want you to take advantage of the little jitsu goodness and grab a finger. Worry, fear, anger, grief. Worry, fear, anger, grief. And all you have to do is, if you're right-handed, if you're left-handed, reverse this. But all you have to do for the worry one is just wrap your hand around it and just sit there. You don't have to think about it anymore. Okay. So pick a finger. All right. We're going to do we're going to do a box breathing exercise. 4 inhale, 4 hold. And I use the word exhale and inhale to count for 2. So make sure you hold all through that 4 and don't start your exhale until I do the exhale counting. All right. And on the exhale, I want you to hum really deeply. We're going to build up some juicy nitric oxide in that. All right. And the last part of this, we're going to simultaneously get a really good grounding, energy grounding. We're going to do 4 of those box breathing sequences. And every time you inhale, take in energy, fresh, beautiful, potential created goodness, all over you from the ocean around you as you're inhaling. Okay, hold that and let that infuse. And as you're exhaling, you're ex-humming. I want you to just push out any negative energy, anything that's tired and needs replacing. And we're just, over the course of those 4, we're going to like flush and recharge. All right, so here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, exhale, push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, inhale, draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, inhale, fresh draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, exhale, push the negative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, inhale. Last one, make it count. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Take a nice deep breath. I love this space. I could stay here forever. Bring yourself back to your body. Nice deep breath. And you're back in the physical. Back in this frequency. You should understand something about what we're doing with that golden ocean thing. Creating that thought form in your mind becomes something real on the astral. That's now your place. And you can go there at any time you want. And the more you go there, the more connected to that place you are. And you're really, on some levels, you're teaching yourself to astral travel and to be able to go to different spaces as well. So I hope that was good for you guys. I really enjoyed that myself. So you got a 0 space meditation. You got a visualization into an astral construct. You got box breathing, which creates an anti-anxiety, fills you up with nitric oxide. And we also caught a nice grounding, all the while holding your finger, which smooths out all those emotional weirdnesses. Just a little word on the Jinsen Jitsu thing. I know it seems just ridiculous and simple. As a matter of fact, my teacher tried to get me to do that for 4 years. I'm really not kidding. And, nothing I have practiced. Like everything takes intent, it takes energy, it takes focus. It takes repetition and practice. Well, the very first time that you do that, it will start to have an effect. And it's okay. So I got a message from my teacher's teacher, like, tell him to get the book and just get on it. So I got the book and got on it, and I was like, wow, why did I wait so long, man? I was a bonehead for 4 years. So I toss that out to you guys, and it's the most amount of bang for you couldn't do anything less unless you just did absolutely nothing. So great little tools. I hope you kind of put those together in the little energy pack. Those are like energy essentials. That meditation, like the anti-anxiety, like the nitric oxide. It's a good little group. All right. Hey, I want to say hi to Colin. Looking forward to having you on the show in a couple of weeks. That's going to be I've got too many questions already, man. I want to explore so many things with you. We might need to do a marathon. Anyway, glad to see you. You're welcome, Jennifer. I'm glad you enjoyed that. True Colors, you're welcome. All right. Anybody up for readings? I think we had somebody before. Let's see, Katja, I think. No, Kalia. There we go. Are you still around, Kalia? If you'd like a reading, just drop me a. You're open in the comments, and we'll get there. In the meantime, I'm going to do a group reading. Thanks, Colin. We're going to do a group reading. So I'd like you guys just to take a nice breath, get really nice and focused. All right, and we'll see what we get. Let me go ahead and get these up right now, so I'll have to fool with them. All righty. All right. Everybody just get focused. Man, there's no telling with these guys tonight. They're very intense. Words of wisdom for my energetic family. Words of wisdom for my energetic family. Words of wisdom for my energetic family. Oh, number 30 or number 18, the angel of justice. Analyze your situation from every angle. Stop denying reality, seeing only what you want to see. You're afraid it's all going to come crashing down around you. Push your boundaries in your quest for knowledge. Stretch yourself. Blow up the comfort zone for sure. Expect new and positive vibrations. A karmic lesson has been fulfilled, and you can expect steady improvement now. You're suffering in the aftermath of a deep personal disappointment. Go deep inside and find your inner guidance. Get quiet and listen. Blank space. Let go and rest in the presence of your inner strength, floating on the energetic ocean. You are never, ever, ever alone. You are a spark of the true source. And that connection is always alive. It's us that turns away from that. And that help and that love and that connection to the non duality of that space, you're never ever alone. There is always guidance and protection available to you. All you have to do is ask. Perfect card in more ways than I could even begin to tell you. All right, Jennifer McCormick. Right? Okay. I'm really, really having a brain fade. Oh, there we are. True colors. I knew I saw one. All right. Get nice and focused. Deep breath and bring it down. If you have something specific in mind, man, they're great with specific. The more specific you are, the more the first line of the reading winds up being like the whole reading. All right, just get nice and focused. Let me reach out. Words of wisdom for my friend True Colors. Words of wisdom for my friend True Colors. Words of wisdom for my friend True Colors. Ah, yes. The angel, number 20, the angel of redemption. Control your
Hello, everybody. Uh, Brian's power shut off. Sometimes weird things happen, so hello. We're going to, I guess, finish off the show. I'm talking to him right now via text, because why not, right? Oh, he's back. He's back.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
I was updating everybody. I'm like, his power went off. Let's see what we're gonna do.
Oh, crazy. All right. So I'll control my emotions. All right. Let's go back. Control your emotions. Let your empathy run away with you. You let your empathy run away with you until you are lost in each other's feelings. You forget whose feelings are whose. You want to take on healing everyone you meet. Conflicts and intense misunderstandings can throw your relationships out of order. Your ego can demand that it is right and digs in, making you brittle and inflexible. If you're too possessive or too demanding in a relationship, your own pride can destroy that love. The protection of your ego is an illusion. That's where we went with that whole first, that's the first exercise in really recognizing how your ego isn't you. It makes a great case that it is, and it's even telling you right now, oh, he's full of crap. But that's the truth. Your ego isn't you. Um, the protection of your ego is an illusion and not worth the price you will have to pay, because you'll never be able to connect to what's real. Everything cannot be perfect all the time. An all or nothing attitude will deprive you of what you need. Try not to repress your emotions, but learn to experience and let them flow through you. Learn to emotionally resurrect and recharge yourself. Girlfriend, that little meditation group we did right then, that is golden. That will address exactly that thing. You are capable of experiencing great joy even when the skies seem dark. Yeah. All right. Colin, I was wondering exactly that. I didn't want to come back from the meditation. I wanted to stay there. All right. Colin, this one's for you, man, just because I want to. Words of wisdom for my friend Colin. Words of wisdom for my friend Colin. Words of wisdom from my friend Colin. Number 69, the angel of restitution. Your body, mind, and spirit rejoice. We could stop there. A sense of fulfillment and emotional satisfaction infuses your entire being. You have learned to compromise, to release your worry and problems by concentrating on simple, ordinary pleasures. Manifest your abilities in really tangible ways. Create your own glorious reality with the gift of your superlative creative imagination. You have conquered all the terrors on your path home. Your wish can now come true. Enjoy. Bask in the deep and quiet inner contentment that comes with attaining your goals. There is voluminous joy. Your future is assured and material gains are now possible. You will experience good health and a profound sense of well-being. Life will be easier as your worries disappear and new jewels materialize. I love those new jewels. I'm always on the treasure hunt. You come and go from your unconscious with ease. You can now visualize what you desire with such detail and clarity that it comes into being. You have the resources and the knowledge to nurture others along the same path you have traveled, for you now recognize that nothing serves you better than a simple good time. Let your contribution fulfill you and feel the spirit of life as you create with your talents and manifest your magic. There you go. Awesome, 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 awesome. It really is column, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Anybody else up? Last call. You're welcome, Colin. All right. No takers. All good. All right. Well, I hope you put together those little techniques and jewels and make them into a single thing. Jennifer Brownlee. All right. Let's get one more in here. All right, Jennifer. Really nice deep breath. Concentrate really hard. If you have a specific thing, beam that to me really hard. Words of wisdom for my friend Jennifer. Words of wisdom for my friend Jennifer. Words of wisdom for my friend Jennifer. The number one card in the deck, the creative fire. The angel of will and new beginnings. This is for Jennifer Brownlee, by the way. Yes. An important contract, transaction, or letter is indicated. You have jumped through all the hoops. Your foundation is solid. You are ambitious and a visionary thinker, willing to take the lead, hoping to make things better. Experience the fire and creative power of your emotions. You are skilled and can manifest your ideas into reality. Face it, you've gotten bored. Your successes have walled you in, and your world appears small. You're tired and out of new ideas for what more to do with your life. Your love of battle and challenge has left no satisfaction for your actual accomplishments after the fight has been won. You will have all the fire you need to take brand new paths. Here you are with the world in your hands. Use the creative fire to shape your passion. All right. All right, Vivian, this one's for you. Concentrate hard, Vivian. Focus. Bring it down. Words of wisdom for my friend Vivian. Words of wisdom for my friend Vivian. Words of wisdom for my friend Vivian. Number 17, the angel of revelation. 17. I can't think of the number 17 and not think about Jennifer Rose now. Carefully review your situation now. Laser focus your priorities and full steam ahead. Face your fears head on. Complete the process of transmuting loss and pain. Experience pain, identify the source of the emotion that you're experiencing, and then you will know what core belief it is you must change. Mind is now keenly aware of self and of the magnitude of what it is asked to be privy to. It is asked for and be given access to a level of knowledge which has a commensurate level of responsibility that now demands the letter of the law. The more you know, the more you owe, and the more you know, the more you realize you don't know and never will know. That's so true. Like the smarter I get, the dumber I am. Yeah. All right, Jennifer McCormick. Oh, yeah, Jennifer McCormick. Really focus. Words of wisdom from my friend Jennifer McCormick. Words of wisdom from my friend Jennifer McCormick. Words of wisdom from my friend Jennifer McCormick. Ah, the angel of mental force, number 58. I love this card. Being a jack of all trades can lead to workaholism, which is just as devastating to love and creativity as any other excess. You can forsake anything for the sake of one. You can impose standards and values on others that they can't and shouldn't live up to. And in doing so, stifle and suffocate the love and support that is available to you. You will go much farther with the active support and encouragement of those around you. You have the discipline to work long and hard, but you can lose sight of the big picture when you obsess about details. You get caught up in the drudgery of meaningless exertion. The race continues at a slow and steady pace. Your skill is in recognizing the broader scope. Always take it out to the bigger picture. What's the bigger picture? You can't get to the biggest picture right away, but you can get to the biggest or the bigger pictures by keep pushing that bound every time. Well, what's the bigger one? You're visualize a detailed picture of the completed project. Oh, hold on, I missed the part. Your skills in recognizing the broader scope. Stand back occasionally to view the whole scene and make any minor adjustments along the way. Visualize a detailed picture of the completed project. Always strive to learn more, to gain more experience. You will learn to focus on your ambition and extend the effort necessary to succeed in the biggest way. All right. Last but not least, my good friend Rick Midler, who's the birthday boy today. We go back many, 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 many years. So, love my brother, my friend. All right. You know the drill. Get really nice and Words of wisdom for my friend Rick on his birthday. Words of wisdom for my friend Rick on his birthday. Words of wisdom for my friend Rick on his birthday. Number two, the angel of love and wisdom. Enough is enough is enough. The sludge of dissatisfaction has coated you for too damn long. You're ready to flip it and make whatever changes you need to overhaul the whole thing. Let go of the restricting beliefs that limit the limitless you. The discovery of your ultimate potential is in your grasp, even as we speak. Seize the moment with everything you have. The vital energy to explore your new world is there for you. Take the empty handed leap into the void. It's never easy. Leaving behind the past and the things you've used to define you can really rock your world. But stay the course and give it all. Give it your all. Be balanced and in tune with the energy world, and you will begin to feel yourself emerging from your imprisonment. You reclaim so much energy and joy. The waves of wonder and awe wash over you. Face the fear of the unknown. Look it right in the eye. Embrace those emotions, for they are the fertile soil of brand new life. Swim in the energetic ocean and enjoy your sweet freedom, birthday boy. Much love, man. Thank you, guys. Appreciate the kind words. All right, we've definitely come to the end of the extravaganza this evening. It was a really good one. I had a very, very good time. Anytime I get to share the goodness of meditation, I'm over the top. Yeah. All right. So make sure you stick around at 9 o'clock for Jennifer Rose on the Love Show. Always a surprising and stimulating conversation. And we'll look forward to checking out what she's got going on. Thanks, Jennifer. I'm glad you appreciated it. You're welcome, Rick. Yeah. So hit that like, subscribe, do a hashtag live if you would in the comments. Yes. Good to. I'm glad you joined our circle tonight, Colin, and really looking forward to spending some time with you. It'll be a lot of fun. Yes. So again, hit the like, subscribe, leave a comment, hit that little like button. Yeah, it all helps, and I want to get it out there as much as we can. So if you want to reach out, have questions on any of the practice stuff we've been working on, I'm always available to talk to you. Give me a ring down on wizard@wizardabod.com, and I will definitely get back to you and see if we can get you hooked up. All right. All right. So, without further ado, we shall say goodnight. I'm so glad we have the time together just to have a laugh and sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes a time we have to say so long. We joyously come to the end of our gathering and send everyone on their shiny, happy way. We thank our angels, guides, and allies for their wonderful messages and wisdom and their love of the source. And with absolute gratitude, the good, the bad, and the ugly, infinite unconditional love, and our wish for bliss to the source. Until next week, we close our circle. Be in the light.